Hello and welcome back to Desmin's Creek, our 5th edition live play that meets on Wednesday nights. Last time we met, the party finally returned to the headquarters of the Syndicate after their job delivering supplies to a pair of chemists who were going to set up shop inside the city, and now owes a debt of gratitude to their employer. On their way back, they had been accosted by guards, and so a cleanup was necessary. Al, I didn't go into it last time. I should have, but when everybody went to sleep, you had wanted to make a little extra coin, so you had offered to help with the cleanup there. And so you would have been able to do that if that is still your intention.
That was in fact still my intention.
Okay, so the original job had been worth 50, this will be worth another 15 gold pieces.
Sweet.
It also gives you a unique understanding that the people who were sent to go handle the cleanup did gather the bodies, made sure to leave behind certain evidences, were very careful about what they selected, and destroyed the rest, taking it to a place remote from the headquarters to do this. The details are unimportant at the moment, but I will have them later. The only other important thing to say about it is that there would be some disgusted murmurs during this process, and, some somewhat uneasy mentions of, another Reggie special.
I beg your pardon?
To your questioning, the answers would always be curt and not invite any further questioning, just it's always messy when we have to clean up after him. He seems to have a particular bent against the City Watch.
I will keep note of that.
But they're not talkative about it. That's about the extent of the information you get. Most of the rest of it is met with either wary looks or silence, especially because they would be aware that you work with him.
Okay. I feel like I was just instructed mostly to, keep an eye. Yeah?
Yeah, you were mostly making sure nothing else bad happened in this area, if anybody wanted to come start trouble. The people who are doing this are really not fighters. They are the cleanup crew for the Syndicate. They specialize in going to a place fairly discreetly and knowing what evidence should be removed and what evidence should be left behind in order to keep people away from the Syndicates.
I wouldn't be, crying, but, I would more so, pay more attention to see if, any other group members' names are dropped,
No, it's literally just once they're pretty quiet. It's just, upon seeing the jawless bodies, bleeding into the stones, one of them just goes, ugh, Reggie special.
Alright. More than anything, it's just keeping memory of, who said what, I guess.
I mean, okay, I haven't given them names, but I will send that to you once I come up with some.
Well, names, description
Sure.
of, people.
Yeah. These are the, the stagehands, as it were, as far as the Syndicate goes. There's a bunch of them, and they're kind of interchangeable. But yeah, I'll give you that information later once I come up with it.
Okie dokie. I don't really have any, like, question or, like, any, like, I guess, concern with anything outside of that. I think Elle would kind of just keep to herself and, like, obviously make sure nobody's, like, getting into, like, trouble or this, that, the other thing.
Yeah, it's quiet. Like, there's a couple moments where they pause and listen, thinking that maybe the City Watch is coming to collect their dead or something. But the area does remain quiet while they do their work. It takes them, roughly an hour and a half to do the cleanup and then roll out of there with the bodies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They do make it look like armed robbery and abduction. They leave just enough blood to indicate that there was probably no one to save.
You know what? Fair. If we can throw them off our trail a little bit, then why don't we? I guess is Al's perspective.
Yep. They are meticulous in the way that they handle this. Anyway, I hadn't gone over this last week, and I believe you deserve to know what went on, so that's what went on.
Thank you.
The syndicate, the crew brought back the one surviving guard, the guard captain, to the syndicate headquarters, where Twilight worked on her with her special abilities, and Twilight left her with the Tiger's Eye after doing that work. So the exact fate of the guard captain is not known at this time. The guard captain being Ashara Irali. The fate of Nigel Toombs is also not known. The one guard who, I think Reggie believed he would easily be able to handle, but who got away.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking magic isn't fair.
It's
handing him out
accurate.
to cops like candy. What the fuck is this shit?
Andy.
Back in my day.
Oh my god. It's Andy's last name. No, I'm kidding. Yes, so, after all that was taken care of, the crew was paid, and they went about their lives for the evening, being told to report back in the morning as there would be more work to do. They reported back the next morning, and the Tiger's Eye gave them their next job, which, as they were told, is going to be to travel to a specific spot in the in-between, which is accessible directly from the tunnels, to receive a prisoner that one of their acquisition teams has brought there so that they, the group, can transport this parcel to the Underdark, or transfer into Drow custody. So, going to be heading off through the tunnels, much like the previous mission, going to a specific spot, and meeting with a subgroup of the Syndicate there. We will start here in Tiger's Eye's office, just in case the party has any questions as to nature and details of the job before we begin, since that's where we had left off last time. Does anybody have any questions for the Tiger's Eye details relating to the mission? You've been